Hi, I'm Jillian Swinford. I'm a natural resource specialist at Parks and Wildlife. So one of the projects I've been working on recently is monitoring alligator gar movement in coastal Texas. We have a lot of data from our river systems and our freshwater areas in Texas as far as movement and age composition of the population. Those kinds of things are concerned. But we don't know a lot about our coastal gar. And so part of this project is to look and see, what are these gar doing on a day-to-day basis, seasonally, in different areas along the coast. So how we're going to do this is we are going to use acoustic receivers and tags to be able to know where different gar we catch are moving around to. And so basically we have these receivers that are stationary and we set them up around our bay system at specific like bottleneck locations, maybe near the mouth of rivers, on the intercoastal waterway, entrances into smaller bay systems, that kind of thing. And we'll tag our gar, and these special tags will transmit to the receivers, and they'll transmit the individual identifying number of the tag up to about 1 kilometer away from the receiver. So we'll be able to get pings from the gar at these different receivers as they move along, as long as they swim close enough to the receiver. And the goal of this study is to be able to better monitor our populations in Texas, because we'll have a better understanding of their behavior. Maybe they swim up into rivers to spawn, maybe they go to certain areas to feed, and these are things that we're hoping to maybe see seasonally throughout this project. Setting up the receivers is it's definitely easier than actually tagging the fish, because you're working with a live animal, a very large, predatory live animal that's kicking around and flipping, and they want to get back in the water, and you want to get them back in the water as soon as possible. So we catch these gar using gill nets, and they'll still be alive when we pull them up onto deck, and from there we'll start to surgically implant these Vemco tags. And what that involves is making a very tiny cut underneath their fin, so it's almost like underneath your underarm, I guess, because that's the softest spot on the gar, because they're covered in these really, really intense plate scales. It's almost like armor. So we'll make the small cut there, and we'll insert the tag in between the skin and the musculature, so we don't puncture the body cavity, because we want them to be alive and healthy when we release them. So we sew up that hole with veterinary sutures that are designed to dissolve as the gar heals. And then we'll implant an external tag as well. So if a fisherwoman catches the gar, they can report it to us, and we will know whether they released the gar or kept it, but we'll know, for a study whether to take it out for a study, or, we'll have another location of where that gar was. And so once we do that, which takes hopefully less than 5 minutes is the goal, we will release them back into the water. They're pretty hardy, so a lot of them do just fine. But if they're, maybe not looking as good, we will put them into our little fish pen, and let them kind of reacclimate, get their gills working again, and we'll let them swim off once they are swimming healthy.